28% tax not on the amount on the winnings, but on the entire amount deposited into a game.
Correct.
Which got a lot of blowback from industry and experts as well. And besides this, there's also a retrospective tax based on that calculation that was requested by they sent
17.
notices to many
From
companies.
17 to 23.
So my question was, ma'am, can you explain that a bit further? What has the industry reaction been,
Yes.
and what has the impact been?
See, it's a very sad state of affairs when the industry thought that now Mighty is on board and it is walking that last step now.
Yeah.
They'll be issuing those parameters soon because there were a lot of consultations with stakeholders and the policy makers and who should be the lead ministry. All that was sorted out. Suddenly, it came as a shock when the GST Council enhanced the GST tax from 18% to 28%. Fair enough, because before that there was a distinguishing factor that game of skill will have 18%, gambling will have 20%. Now in their thought process, they thought, let it bring on par. If it would have stopped there, it wouldn't have made much difference because in GST you can offset it. So the real impact would have been 4 to 5% with this enhancement, which they could have absorbed. Two worst thing happens, what you said very correctly. One, they said it will be from retrospective effect. So you are 2023, you decide, and you say this will be applicable from 2017. Now you can imagine you're doing a business, you have balance sheets, you have shown profits, you might have given dividends, or you might have enhanced the salary because you have some profits to book. And suddenly you understand that you have to pay this GST from 17 to 23. So that was one problem. Right. The second problem was it is not the income or the revenue which the platform or developer is earning. They put all money on table. So the betting money, the rule is direct tax. So if everybody puts 100 rupees and you are a winner for 500 rupees, then you get 500. That is only a conduit where it collects from all of us and give you 500 with 30% income TDS.
Yeah.
Right. So there is a direct tax deduction already built in.
Okay.
Now they say this is a service. So on this 500, there will be a GST which the platform has to pay. Now from where do you pay? So the notices were issued retrospective from 17 to 23, and in calculation all this money was pooled together. Whatever flow was there through their accounts, right?
Okay.
And that notices were issued, which was much, much bigger as a taxation requirement than what they owed.
Yeah.
So they went into a shock. The resultant was they all ran to Sikkim, where gambling is legalized, got stay order, then went to Supreme Court. Then there were a number of cases across the country. All cases were merged together. And then there is a stay. So there is no immediate injury.
Okay.
But there is a potential for injury.
Mhm.
And in Supreme Court also, the date is going on, getting postponed and postponed and postponed. Great hope is there always that, okay, this will get settled once and for all, these issues, but nothing is happening. And another thing is, when you have not set the parameters of what is game of skill and game of chance, again, courts, some court of the country will say, okay, horse racing is a game of skill.
Yeah.
Some court will say rummy is a game of skill, and you are accepting that okay, now rummy is a game of skill, horse racing is a game of skill. So like that it is coming. So why? Come up with the parameters so that it's like ticking the boxes. And then you say, okay, this is game of skill. Now every type of game is going to the court, and poker is a game of skill. Yeah. Right? So these major games which are there. So this is what is happening. So you have to rush to the court, and court is coming up with a decision, this is game of skill. So you have to, and one thing is GST realized this problem, and they said, okay, corrections can be done. For that, they brought in an amendment where they empowered the state government and central government to do away with retrospective tax. Okay?
Okay.
But after that amendment, no action till date. None of the state, neither the center, who are empowered with this amendment, Section 11, nothing has happened. And that's also nearly a year back.
Okay. So
Right.
the ball is basically in the government's court now.
See, it's very clear. The Supreme Court will say, okay, no retrospective tax, but you have an enabler now with you. Why do you want Supreme Court to tell you? You have an enabler, you take a decision. There'll be no retrospective. And second is, you have to decide on what to tax the GST. That's 100% the government's prerogative. That, okay, this is treated as a, because gaming is not goods. Definitely it's not goods.
Yeah.
It's services. So you define into that, okay, this comes under service and this is taxed. GST will apply. Not the money on the table, not the conduit. Because the conduit is neither goods nor service.
True.
It's just a conduit. So it doesn't anyway fit into that definition. So that clarificatory, the interest, the demon of taxation will go away. And these industries will become more and more innovative. Now today they are standstill, wait and watch. They are doing business.
Yeah.
They are expanding, but new way of improving upon it, the new innovations coming into it, it has come to a standstill. Right. And it is very important for government to understand. We talk about innovations in the information technology. See, when Infosys and TCS were there, I used to always tell them, you enabled Indians to answer a question most beautifully. But framing a question, we missed out. It is a Google who frames a question, a Microsoft who frames a question, and we answer.
Very true.
We give the best of the answer available in the world because of multitasking. So even it's sitting in India, what we are doing is a body shopping in a crude way, if I put it. Not just the BPO card, even this is about body shopping. So it is very, very important as to how you handle this. So, the money is the front for more and more innovations into this technology. So when you talk of IT technology, you can't say IT technology per se innovation. There has to be use cases which is going to give the money a flow. And gaming is a flow from where the money will come. And that technology is to be used for the other things because lots of innovations will come. Now here itself, you just see, those animations are there. Then there is a program by which you create stoppages. There is a program of how you go about it. Then there is an end story, or there could be multiplayers playing at the same time. So you just see how much of technology is getting into it, right? Just sitting into it.
Yes.
And easily available on your mobile, right? And all payments being digital, what I said before. So this is all now reaching everywhere. So it's very important to encourage this, to remove this demon. And I will not say any clarification. You have to remove retrospective tax. You have to remove putting goods and services tax on what is neither goods nor services. It has to go on the money on table.
Yeah.
It should be charged only on the money which the platform charge for provision of platform.
Of course.
Fair enough. You want to charge 28%, go ahead and charge 28%. But let there be clarity about it. So this has to come out very clearly. And parallelly, then the ministry mighty has to come up, distinguishing what is permissible gain. That's what their act says. That's what their rule says. Permissible, they have used the word. What is permissible? You have to define.
Yeah.
You have to define, no? That these are the parameters. If the boxes are ticked, you are permissible. You are a game of skill. Otherwise, you are a game of chance. Clear? Then you see how it is going to flourish, and we'll find more and more use cases beyond just the entertainment value. Right? It can go to any levels. So,